When I took over 15 years ago, what we did is we really put all the bulk in our main mission. So our customers come with their own containers, their own plastic bags, or whatever containers they have at home that can be reused. When we do offer product, we always try to have the minimum packaging possible, so it's less stuff waste, and it's a shortcut from produce to the plate. So there's less packaging between the field and the plate for the customers. A lot of our customers, some of them are older than me and I've been here from the beginning, so they bring their own containers and they're used to it. And some other customers are new, and there's a bit of education to be done. Well, what we need is always to have customers that when they come here, they take care of their place like if it's their own house and their own family. It's a bit like their own pantry, because here it's like a big pantry. When we choose within a supplier that brings me oil in bulk, then if they can take back their container, so that is supplier that won't take their container back versus one, then I'm always going to choose the one that is going to do it. So my honey, my oil in bulk, my soaps, a lot of products that are in big bins of plastic containers, they reuse it over and over. So it's incredible over a year the quantity of plastic that we save, just because we do order with suppliers that also have in mind that saving packaging and reusing the packaging that are good for a long time, most of the time. To have like a full cycle of sustainability, it's a problem of everybody. It's big enterprises that reinvent new packaging that is more sustainable for us, for retailers to be able to use. I think it's everybody's problem, but it's also in everyday action that we can make little small changes that really make the ball rolling.
Hi, my name is Jason. I operate the Sushi Department. Sushi Department is a ghost kitchen which specializes in getting sushi to the masses. We took a lot of sustainability initiatives that we were already applying in Ryu, and I think we took it a step further here. For us, it's just important to know that when people purchase a Sushi Dep meal, they know that we've done our homework to know exactly where the fish is coming from, making sure that we're not overfishing our oceans, and making sure that they can be happy that they're contributing to the health of our oceans and our environment. The two vessels in order to transport and serve our sushi are mainly our chopsticks, our bags, and the actual box. And the box itself is made of fully recycled paper, and this can be fully recycled once you're done with it. So it's a beautiful box. That was the goal of it. We wanted it to pop. We wanted people to feel like they were getting still somewhat luxurious product, but it's built for the masses. And that would be our second, and I would say just as important, sustainability initiative, because we're also keeping plastic out of the oceans. The more plastic you use. Same with our bottles. We don't serve plastic bottles of water. We don't sell them. We only sell glass bottles of water. I think everybody has to think twice about the decisions they make, and it's not just about penny pinching and trying to save 10 cents here and 20 cents there, because that's not how you build a long-term brand. You build a long-term brand by getting people who are passionate about you, about your brand, and who buy into your message. And anybody who positions themselves this way, they will probably reap the benefits.
We built our building intentionally 4 years ago. It was a couple of years in the making. One of our sustainability initiatives was a rooftop garden, and because of Sula's background, which she can share about, that was something that was near and dear to her heart, whether it was for sustainability and also just a connection to her past.
Yeah, I'm so blessed as a farmer's daughter actually, because I learned so much from my parents in my childhood, and then naturally I have that capacity to know how to grow food, like vegetables, eggplant, tomatoes, and pepper, all the things like herbs and edible flowers. So also make a great use for this minimum land or minimum space on the rooftop.
As well, we've got rooftop composting. So a great deal of the food peelings or seeds and whatnot or waste will end up going to our rooftop, and then ultimately be used to replenish the growing beds that we've got up there as well.
I mean, one of the things in terms of divided garbages, and recycles at fund, it's very super easy for us. Like all our employees and everyone, we have that regular routine. Like all the things go to the compost, and then actually we don't produce that much garbages at all.
Very limited.
Yeah, despite that we run a restaurant, Each season we harvest a lot of fresh herbs and vegetables. Despite that, we also preserve like peppers and then garlic and then beans and then the okra, something like that. And then we just make the homemade chili paste, like we provide for the restaurant, for the dumplings or for the tacos. And sometimes we are happy to give to our customer who appreciate what we're doing as a gift.
Having a bakery has always been a dream of mine, but making it a vegan bakery was a mission that I took very seriously, knowing that we didn't have enough options in Montreal at that time. We needed more of them, and that it's the way forward. The more I noticed that these values were important to me, the more I wanted to make sure they were incorporated in my work and in what I put forward in the world. We do a pretty good job with using a lot of local ingredients, but sometimes one of the challenges is finding alternatives to dairy that are also grown locally. So one example is that we do use coconut oil in some of our baking. The carbon footprint from importing coconut oil is still lower than dairy production, but it's still in our future plans to try and step away from that dependency and try to work more with just local products. What we're trying to show is that beyond even the vegan community, that just the general public can have more variety in their day-to-day food by incorporating vegan alternatives to the things that we're already used to. So our croissant, for example, is a really great substitute to a traditional one that's made with butter and milk and ingredients that have a very heavy carbon footprint. And being able to replace them with something that's a bit more sustainable is easy and really delicious, and we're here to show that. And our recipes are constantly evolving to also in the sense that we're always striving to make them better, always looking to see what is not the most sustainable ingredient that we're currently using and how we can replace it in the future.
Yeah. So food waste is a really big issue in the food industry, and we really try to combat that. And one simple thing we do is by selling our pastries from the day before at a reduced rate. It makes it more accessible and also reduces food waste. We have it just here. And we never throw anything away. We make sure to staff it or donate it to local places. Just here, for example, Milton Park or the Mission Brewery. We really want to not just focus on waste, but also redistributing the food.
Hi, my name is Chaim Shoam, and I'm the founder of the Green Panther. It's a chain of vegan organic restaurants in Montreal. For us, it's organic first, then local. Also, since day one, we have implemented a system where people that come with their own packaging can get a discount, or they can choose to use our mason jars. A lot of the stuff came in mason jars, whether it's the drinks or the soups. People would pay a deposit of $1, and when they come back with a clean jar, they get their dollar back. This is still happening today. The soups and the drinks, people can choose to take out and pay a deposit. The prices of, for example, biodegradable containers or organic produce are significantly higher, which makes the price point very difficult to beat when you're fighting with conventional produce. Training people on how to not waste. We see a lot of habits that come from the restaurant industry that we have to fix, whether it's how we cut vegetables, how we prep vegetables. So we put a lot of emphasis on that as a company. Vote with your dollar. That's how I think that is the best way for the community to really engage and make a difference. Voting for your government or your city happens every so often. That's a much more consistent way of making a change by voting with your dollar. The more things you buy with your dollar, the more it will prosper, and this direction will evolve. And that's what markets are looking at. They look at what consumers buy, what they invest in, and that's as simple as that. That's where they would invest more and create more offer based on the demand, basically. So choose sustainable, choose organic, choose local, and vote with your dollar.